2, 1.
Welcome to Antimatters. Hello everyone, the Polyrachis Armata are getting an update today, although you may not recognise them. They're being persistent at the moment, but I don't think they're very well. Since last time I showed them off, a lot more of the girls have turned golden, and I know I wished that they were gold, but I wasn't serious. There's a lot of golden girls now, and it seems to be spreading whatever it is. I'm actually quite worried about all of this, and I'm not 100% sure what I should do, and even what it is. The Queen seems okay though, and that's a big relief that she's still live kicking and seems pretty good all round. The workers, despite being gold, do seem pretty good. Their behaviour is pretty normal so far. They haven't really started getting up to weird things. Well, there is one thing that's a little bit weird. They're living outside of their test tube now. They chose to live outside in the outworld, which I'm not really sure why. Their appetite seems a little low as well, which has me a bit worried, but I'm not going to panic too bad in that department because they don't have too much brood to feed. If they had a load of big larvae and they went off their food, then I'd be very worried. There have been very few deaths so far as well, not more than any usual colony, which is a big relief. However, I have got my fingers crossed that suddenly loads of them don't just drop dead, because that's one of my biggest concerns at the minute. I really have enjoyed keeping this queen and her colony, and it would be a real shame if I was to lose them, I think, because, well, once you've looked at them for a little bit, you do get quite attached, and especially to such a gorgeous queen. They're right little spoonheads as well, proper little kind of furrow in their brow, I guess you'd call it. I'm not sure what this little girl's up to, because I'm pretty sure ants don't have a diaphragm, so I don't think they can get the hiccups. Although she's having a little bit of a hiccups, it seems. She's probably trying to talk, as when the Polyrachis live up in leaves and stuff, I think they communicate with each other by banging and things like that and vibrating, which travels through the leaf a lot better than the acrylic floor, I'm guessing. Curiously as well, some of the workers have remained black, and maybe they're healthy girls, or I am really curious as to what has caused it. At the moment, I'm leaning towards maybe the humidity was too high, although there's not really any humidity in there. I also thought that maybe it could be a fungus, because you do get some fungus that will infect an ant's exoskeleton and make it change colour. Another thing I thought it could be was maybe a lack of sunlight, but I don't really think ants are big into getting a tan and things like that. They're not like humans. The only other thing I can think of, which kind of ties into the humidity, is maybe they need a little bit more air. To help aid in that department, I've decided to leave the lid off quite a bit recently, to kind of let the air get in there. I was also worried that maybe they didn't have anywhere suitable to nest. The test tube didn't seem right, so I decided to give them a tetra tower, and I put a load of apple leaves at the top to kind of simulate an apple tree. It's the greatest apple tree you'll ever see. I'm hoping though that they accept the apple leaves and maybe move up into them. I know the apple leaves, if they're dried out nicely, they should be good for at least 6 months. So that should give them enough time to get back on their feet, if a new nest is what they need anyway. I've also popped a little test tube up in the leaves as well, so if they decide, oh, we want to live in the leaves but we haven't got any larvae that are capable of weaving, they can just tuck themselves into the test tube for a little bit until the babies get a little bit bigger. Maybe they'll feel a little bit more comfortable up there. Watching them crawl around in leaves really does make me want to make some sort of kind of natural setup for them, to be fair as well. I might get myself another weaver outworld for them and try and get some plants that can deal with not too much light that they like to live in if I can. In the brood area, they do have quite a lot of brood, to be honest. The issue is, it all seems really young and it doesn't seem to be going anywhere. All of the brood are just eggs or small larvae. There's no sign of any bigger larvae than maybe a week old ones. The girls are definitely looking after them though. They're always cleaning them and taking care of them. they just don't seem to grow too much at the minute. I'm really hoping that this all changes soon and all of the larvae and all of the eggs maybe start to develop a bit, and this whole time maybe they were just getting ready to have a big wave of brood. But I'm not 100% sure or convinced in that department. All I can really hope for at the minute is that the queen just keeps ploughing on. I could lose the eggs and I could lose the workers, and well, it could all bounce back, but if I lost the queen, that would be game over. I'd be devastated as well if I lost her, because she's full of character. Whatever happens with these girls, I'll be sure to keep you all updated, because honestly, I got no idea what's going on. And hopefully someone out there can maybe help me, but yeah. Anyway, until next time, thank you for watching. Have a fabulous week. May all your ants live long and prosper. Until next time, bye!